Whew, it's happening up in here. Today is the day. I'll bring that into the camera just a little bit. Yeah, it's time for that. A little bit tired, but it is happening. Got my stuff. Got my gizmos. Getting ready to do this thing that happens every 3 weeks. Come rain or shine. And I'm not complaining. I am blessed. Because there are people that are on a waiting list to get therapy for their rare disease. And because I have hypogammaglobulinemia, I do infuse at home with a replacement therapy of HyQvia immunoglobulin infusion. HyQvia. Now, what is this rare disease, you may ask? I have a problem producing germ fighters. Those things that are in our bodies that keep us from getting sick, help us fight off bacteria. Well, I don't have any of those. My body doesn't make them. My body does not work properly. So whenever I'm exposed to something, lo and behold, I have no defense. Took years to figure that out, but finally we have, well, I've been receiving infusion therapy for over 3 years now, and the other times I just would fight infection after infection in my body to the point where I have organ damage from the inability to fight off bugs, germs. So ended up giving up my teaching that I love so much because I was around children all the time, in the classroom, after classroom time. Whew. And constantly having bronchitis, sinus infections, other infections that are not associated with being around children, but my body just is not functioning properly to defend me in any situation of exposure. Gastric issues, bladder issues, kidney function. I mean, that is caused by the low IgA, which I cannot have those replaced. So I still struggle with bladder infections and issues with that. Getting a little too much information, aren't you? Okay, we'll just move on. So, I'm going to be filling this bag up with the fluid in this bigger bottle. This one. And this one. Now, the little bottle on the side here is called Recombinant Human Hyalurondus. This little teeny bottle. This little short bottle. These are the bottles that have the magic potion in them to plump up my thighs, which is where the infusion goes, into my thighs. It does not go into a blood vessel or a vein. It goes directly into my soft tissue on my thighs. And that is my option. Other people can go to an infusion center and get their infusions with an IV, have it infused into a port. I do not have a port. I have to do this into my thighs because I have no veins left after all the years of battling infection, and spending too much time in the hospital. Yeah. So we're going to take the little bitty bottles here. We're going to pull up all this good stuff out of the little bottle. And it's going to draw up. And it will be injected into my thighs to prep my epidermis. No, that's the upper part, isn't it? To prep my body, my thighs, to receive this big volume of HyQvia. This part is the high, and what I'm doing right now is drawing the high out of this little container. I want to make sure I get it all, so I'm letting the bubbles come in too. Now, that one is done, the small one. I'm going to bring some more air into this. We're going to go into this one now, right here. And I'm going to go this way into it. And it's not always easy. Push that air up, and it pretty much will empty itself into the vial here, out of the vial into the syringe. I'm going to give it a little bit of help. Give it a little help here. If you have been watching my channel for a while, you know this is a every 3-week thing. Whew. And I am grateful for it because, to be honest, going outside of my home right now is a real panicky thing. I try my best to order my groceries online and get all my other stuff online. But I do have to go outside my house to walk my sweet, sweet lucky pants. Oh my goodness. Oh, this one is giving me some grief. Okay. We're going to change it out. I know. I'm supposed to change it out every time. Sometimes I just get ahead of myself. It's true. It's true. Let's put the top on it and twist it off. And I'll show you what I am using for my show you what I'm doing as a sharps container as soon as I can get this baby out of here. Put the air in it and let it come out. It's a little bitty baby one. There's not a whole lot in it, so that didn't take very long at all. But I want to get as much of that out as I can. This is my liquid gold. Oh, this is a plumping solution. Like I stated earlier, that plumps up the soft tissue under my epidermis of my thigh. Now, several people, like I said, ask me why I do the thighs, and it's because I have no other options. My abdomen, I'm getting the bubbles out, guys. My abdomen, I struggle with serious scarring from all the surgeries I've had, and yeah, it is not a pretty sight. But you have to deal with that. I've got my line here. I'm going to lock this down. I want to dry prime this so that I am not filling the medication that is in this syringe. It burns. Don't let anybody fool you into thinking that it doesn't, because it does. Okay, we're getting ready to connect this. I'm going to twist this off. The bubbles are out. Yes, all the air is out now. Twist that on. What we are doing here is getting this, let's see, I don't know if you can see it happening, but my job right now is to get this primed, and it's right there. It didn't take very long at all. Because I want to make sure. And there's a boo-boo on that gizmo because it didn't lock all the way. So guess who will suffer the burn from this particular needle? This girl. Yeah, it went all the way to the needle. This one, on the other hand, is nice and locked down. we didn't get our infusion HyQvia all the way to that point. However, I'm going to give it just a smidge of there it goes. It's coming up. Bubbles. There we go. It's to the point where it needs to be. All right, so those are set. Now, we were talking about what do I use for a sharps container. I'm using this coffee creamer gizmo. Back when I had to do my diabetic testing a lot, that was also used. So, to put the needles in. Now that we've taken care of that, addressed that, all of my garbage or refuge is going in here. And it's time to fill up this bag right here. So we need to find this big gravity gizmo. Yes. I'm gonna hook this up to here. These two go together. So the bag is going to hang down. We're going to take this off, put it in the top of this container. I have no strength. Oh, ugh. Good grief. That was insane, but here we go. Thank you, Jesus. IG, immunoglobulin replacement therapy. And guess what? You can help me replace my immunoglobulin that I don't make by donating your plasma. Yes, at the donation center. Trying to get every single drop of this out of there because you know what? It's considered liquid gold. And the folks who donate it know the struggle and the process, the lengthy process that takes place for this to happen.